Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. This is Ahmad Junaid from Euro Immigration Consultants in Toronto, Canada. I'm going to tell you about the Canadian student visas and study permit refusals, their reasons and remedies. Canadian study permit refusal is a very hot topic. The refusal rate is quite high in most of the countries, but even then, Canada is number 4 international students destination. It has come higher to Australia. Australia is number 5th, whereas Canada is number 4th after the US, UK, and China. So, my name is Ahmad Junaid Salik. I'm a regulated Canadian immigration consultant, member of ICCRC. I'm also a member of CAPIC and SINP licensed recruiter and consultant. Uh, Euro Consultants is a Toronto-based Canadian immigration firm operating internationally since 2002, whereas in Canada we have been operating since 2013 for the last 8 years. The head office is in Canada, whereas in Pakistan we have our 4 company-operated offices in 4 major cities: Karachi, Lahore, Islamabad, and Peshawar. These are company offices. No agents or intermediaries are involved in these. So the first reason for the study permit refusal is your low grades. If you have low grades, then you have very high chances of study permit refusal of Canada at any level. If you are applying for a K-12 school, like up to grade 12 school or a college or a university, your visa chances will be quite low if your grades have been low. Even there are certain restrictions. The colleges and universities in Canada, they have certain criteria for international students to meet. If you have less than 50% marks, then you wouldn't be able to get admission even in a college, in a community college. For universities admission, you must have 75% and above marks. Your gaps in studies, since you completed your last study and till now, if there is a considerable gap, then again your visa refusal chances will be very high. However, this gap depends whether this is after your high school or after your graduation. If it is after your high school, then yes, the visa refusal chances will be high. If it is after your graduation from a university or a college, then that gap or work experience can be acceptable. The next cause of refusal is course selection. This is a very important reason and cause of your study permit refusal. If you have not selected the right program of studies that matches your past studies or your professional career, then yes, your study visa or study permit can be refused. Then level of studies, which level you are opting for. You are opting for a diploma program or a degree program, and the course relevance is again a very important factor. Then what will be the award of the course? Are you going to get a diploma or a certificate or a degree after completion of your proposed studies? So that is another important reason, but that varies from country to country. So it is not fixed for all the countries, but it varies from country to country. Your progression of studies, how your studies will progress, what will be the ultimate award you will get upon completion of your studies. So this is again a tricky question for which we help our students. We select their pathway and place them into the appropriate program and make a career pathway for them so that their visa chances could be maximized. The selection of institution is again a very important factor. Are you going to a private institution or a community college or a public institution, a career college or a community college, a university? So it all depends. The selection of the right institution is again a factor in some countries, not all countries. For some countries, yes, it is a cause that if you have not selected the appropriate institution, then yes, your visa or study permit application could be refused. Location of the institution is another important factor. What is the location, which city it is in? This may not have a very high impact on your visa or study permit application, but from your perspective, yes, it could affect you. While sitting abroad, you don't know what is the location of the institution, whether it is in a big town, a big city, or a small town. So it depends. We can help you select the right institution so that you have highest chances of getting into the college or university and graduating it successfully. The destination province, again, a very important factor. Not all the provinces are same in Canada. Education system in Canada is a decentralized system. It's a provincial matter. Each of the 10 provinces and 3 territories control their education system themselves. Their education system is tailored according to their demographic composition. So not all the provinces are same to each other. They're not similar. Their education system is slightly different. Their courses are slightly different, and they are dependent on their demographic composition. Each college, community college or university offer programs according to the demand of that province. The programs which are in demand in those provinces, they are offered in those institutions. So definitely we can help you at this point to select the appropriate institution where you will have best chances of admission and the future success. Demand of course in that province or in Canada. Again, a very important factor. Sometimes some programs, they don't have any demand in that province. That is why either the course wouldn't be offered, or if it is offered in a specific province, it will be at 1 or 2 institutions, and their visa success rate or study permit success rate will be quite low. So we can help you. Being in Canada, a Toronto-based Canadian firm, we can guide and advise you about the right program of studies in Canada, and that will be your key to success. Your language proficiency test, most of the students, they opt for the English programs, programs taught in English in Canada. So you need to provide your IELTS or TOEFL or any other language test which is acceptable to your proposed institution. Normally IELTS is acceptable to all. Uh, from the visa point of view, language test, although by law it is not a requirement, but the visa officers consider this a positive factor. And under the SGS stream, IELTS is mandatory. You need to provide 6 band in each of the modules of IELTS. So submitting a language test proficiency is a positive point, but from some countries it is not a requirement, and even students can come for studies of English language ESL program or EAP program in Canada. Tuition fee payment is again another important factor. If you have paid your tuition fee partially or fully, that will enhance your visa chances. Although it is not mandatory to pay the fee, but under the SGS stream, you need to provide a full year tuition fee payment receipt from the college or university. So under the SGS, it is a requirement, but by law, by immigration requirements, by immigration rules, it is not a requirement. Financial standing of the applicant is again a very important factor which the visa officer considers and approves or disapproves the visa according to the applicant's financial standing. Proof of funds, you have to provide the required proof of funds for your visa application. There are requirements to submit for your study permit application, tuition fee requirement, the living expenses, etc. So we can help you and we can guide you how much you should have in your account and how you can present those proof of funds. Sometimes students submit their visa application quite late. Canadian embassies and immigration offices, visa posts across the world, they have different processing times depending on the number of applications they receive. Some visa posts have huge processing times, some have shorter processing times. So in view of that, you have to apply well in advance. At least you should give 3 to 4 or 6 months even prior to your course start date. There is no restriction on applying how early you can apply for your study permit. There is no restriction on that. You can apply 6 months prior, 8 months, 9 months prior, because once you get your study permit, you are in a position to decide where, when you will travel and where you will land, and etc. etc. Regarding your landing. Ties to your home country is yet another important factor which the visa officer will consider while issuing you the study permit. Your status in country of residence, if you are not living in your country of citizenship, if you are abroad, then your status will be considered by the visa officer. So we can help you provide sufficient documentation in that regard. That is part of our consultation. Then a very important factor, source country specific conditions. Each visa office across the world has specific conditions for applications from certain countries. Some countries are red alert, red flag countries from where getting the study permit or student visa or visitor visa is quite tough. Therefore, there are specific conditions for each country. Although there may be a very good application, but that may be refused because of the specific conditions imposed on such countries. Specific instructions to visa offices. Sometimes they have specific instructions. They don't issue visas in a particular time, and they don't issue visas to certain nationalities for a specific period. So again, it depends. Visa post to visa post. Some visa posts have a very high refusal rate. Some have a high approval rate. So again, it depends. Improper compilation of your documents, visa supporting documents. If you have not provided all the documents, because this is a paper application, you don't get a second chance. The visa officer will review your application, and if it is incomplete, the application will be refused. So definitely you need an experienced consultant who has in-depth knowledge about the study visa requirements, study permit requirements, and can submit your application properly, completely, and well organized. Your purpose of visit in your application is again an important factor which the officer will consider. You have to prove to the visa officer that you are a genuine student, and you have to prove your purpose of visa application. Your career plan is also considered by the visa officer. You have to submit a very clear, lucid, and elaborated career plan, which is convincing, and visa officer will review your career plan, and after that will issue you the visa. And a very important factor is the use of artificial intelligence in visa decision-making process. Canadian embassies and visa posts have been using this technology, computer-aided technology, in making the visa application decisions. Due to this, sometimes very good quality applications are also refused. So this is a factor which is beyond the control of anybody. But there are certain things we can do. We know what could be done to avoid such refusals. So we can help you with the proper compilation of your application. At Euro Consultants, how we can help you with your compilation of the study permit, Canadian study permit application. Like I have 20 years experience in study permit compilation filing internationally. Since 2001, 2002, I have been into this profession, and I know how best we can submit your application, and because of that, we have a very high study permit approval rate for Canada as well as for other countries, which I used to do previously. So at Euro Consultants, we do free assessment of your profile. We review your profile and then advise you what is best for you. We understand you have a future immigration plan as well to settle in Canada permanently. Viewing your plans, we advise you the right program of studies in the right institution and at the right level, which program will be good for you, that will be helpful to you when you will be entering the job market, because getting a job is another important uphill task in Canada. So we guide you for all such things right from the beginning. We help you writing a very strong SOP, and we write a very strong submission letter to the visa officer and convince the officer to issue you the visa. So we at Euro Consultants, we help you with this entire process of your study permit application. We help you with the admission process in selected institution. Then after the admission is done, we help you compilation of we guide you for the compilation of the study permit application. You provide us the documents and then we submit to the embassy. I'm a licensed immigration consultant, so I submit all my client applications through my authorized portal of the Immigration, Refugees and Citizenship Canada. So I will represent you before the immigration department through the entire process of your study permit application. I will be doing all the correspondence with the immigration department on your behalf, and I will be helping you through the process until you get the visa. We cannot guarantee the visa. Visa is issued by the embassy, but our role is being an informed, experienced immigration consultant. I can help you to maximize your study permit approval chances. If you have any question, you can write to us on info@euroconsultants.ca, or you can WhatsApp us on, if you are an international client, you can contact us directly in Canada on this WhatsApp number. If you are applicant from Pakistan, you can contact our regional office, any of the regional liaison office near you. Your query will be compiled and forwarded to us in the head office in Canada. We will review your profile and then we will advise you how we can start your process. At Euro Consultants, all the clients, international clients, they get direct services from Canada. In Pakistan, clients get our services through our regional offices, the liaison offices. The liaison offices role is only front-end facilitation. They help you with the facilitation process, and all the applications, they are forwarded and directed to the head office in Canada. Your application is compiled, submitted, and represented by the head office in Canada. So this was all about the Canadian study permit refusals, reasons, and remedies, and how at Euro Consultants we can help you with this entire process of studies in Canada and applying for your study permit. So thank you very much. And if you have any question, please feel free to contact us in Canada.